Good evening, Insta family. So let me invite the today's guest. So today's live is more about on success and abundance, and little bit on we will cover anxiety and depression part, which many people are facing nowadays. And my guest speaker, my guest Insta live member, her name is Nivetha, and she's a abundance and success coach. So let her join. I'm just inviting her for this live. Yes, you're coming live. Okay, that's great. So welcome Nivetha for Insta Live. And so Nivetha, she's an abundance coach and a success coach, and she teach people about success and abundance. And talk is all about abundance, how you can create abundance for yourself, how you can have success in your life, and how you can deal with some anxiety and also depression issues. Many people are having today's. So yes, Nivetha, welcome to my Insta Live, Nivetha.
Thank you, Riya. Thank you so much for inviting me in your Insta Live. I was really grateful for that. Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you, Nivetha. So, Nivetha, today we are more talking about success, abundance, and anxiety issues. So, many people want to know about, how they can be successful in their life. So, can you share, any three steps or any, two, three steps that can help people to get success in their life so that, they have some roadmap to get success in their life?
Yeah, I think success is different for different people, right? For one person, it would be maintaining their mental peace. For another person, it will be like serving the family. For another, it will be like achieving something. And for someone else, it could be like transforming someone's life also, right? So it is in different levels, and it is different for different people also. So I think all these things you can put it into tiny habits, like whatever you want to achieve in your life, whatever you're aspiring for in your life. I think these tiny habits are the ones which form into what you can be, and which will get converted to, or which will lead to manifesting what you really want, right? So I think it is very important to cultivate those tiny habits. That makes your journey also very beautiful, and it makes you be in a certain way, which leads to manifest the success. So the first thing I would say is to cultivate such tiny habits. And the second thing I would say is currently we are so much distracted, right? Like we're just scattered everywhere. Our mind is into with family also, with profession, with society, into cooking, into our hobbies, into everything we do. Like it is because maybe it's because of the multitasking we're doing. Our mind is so much scattered now. So if we can channelize it, and the energy and the thoughts, if we can be consciously, if we can channelize into one particular thing, or one particular the priority, whichever is a priority for now, if we can channelize it, then it is going to work great. So that would be the second thing. The first one is to cultivate tiny habits. The second one is to channelize your energy and focus into one thing. And the third one I would say, there's this beautiful shloka in the Bhagavad Gita called yoga karmasu kaushalam. So it doesn't mean that you do your work, and the fruits or the results will just come, and you just sit without worrying. So it means that whatever you're doing, do it so skillfully, and with giving yourself 100% into it, that the results are inevitable. So it's so beautifully it says, right? Like give yourself 100% into whatever you're doing, and do it so skillfully that results are inevitable. So doing everything skillfully in that way is, I think that would be the third thing to follow.
Okay,
So
so
these would be the three tips or something for
now
people to follow.
we are three steps, for success. First one is tiny habits, which will help you to go to get your success. And second one is, cultivating, you need to channelize your energy by decluttering, and you need to focus on the things that you want to, achieve in your life, right? And in tiny habits, like what are the tiny habits that you can give me one and two habits that can help people to, get success?
Yeah, like as I told, success is different for different people. Like if you want mental peace, you can start, sitting, or you can start being more aware of yourself. Bring your awareness to your breath, your thoughts, and all those things, and that will lead to mental peace. If you want to serve your family in a better way, first you have to take care of yourself, right? Self-love and all those things would be the tiny habits that would help for people who want to serve others. You have to serve yourself first to serve others, right? So that would be your focus will focus on building the tiny habits will be to serve yourself first. And when it comes to achieving something, starting to channelize things and starting to do the to do list and all those things will be a brilliant way to start, because when you are clear as to where you're going, you know how to get there, right? So clarity is the key, right? So to do will help them. If you're transforming lives, the what you can cultivate is to first transform your life from within.
Right.
So all the tiny habits that can transform you from within will be great thing, like focusing on all the positive things or the good things in your life, having that abundant mentality within you, and all those beautiful things, and to be aware of yourself, to catch yourself when something is going wrong, and all those things will be a great thing to do
Hmm.
if you are into transforming people's life. So I think it is different for different people. Based on what you want to do, you can start to cultivate small habits that will make you beautiful and will lead you to success.
And yes, yeah, third one you have told about to getting success in, become so skillful in your things, like whatever you want to do, be very skillful in that so that you can have, the massive success in your life. So yeah, thank you so much for that. Many peoples to get success in their life. And my second question to you, nowadays, many people feel anxiety in their life and they feel depressed, and depression and anxiety is becoming more and more common in today's life, even in the young generation. So can you give certain solution to tackle with anxiety or depression on that part?
Yeah, sure. Like anxiety is something like whenever you feel like doing something new, this shows up, right? Anxiety of going wrong or doing something that should not be done, and all those things. Those fears come up, and you feel anxious from within, right? So now that we are into self development, we can actually catch ourselves being anxious, right? And change the language to, instead of telling that I'm anxious about something, you can start to tell that I'm excited about it, right? So you can change that language, being in self development field. So there's this beautiful story of the baby giraffe. So it goes like this: like the giraffe, when it is giving birth to a child, so the baby first falls from a height. So there's this sudden shock. It has never seen the universe for the first time. It is seeing, and this sudden shock. It is falling from a height, and it by the time it just opens its eyes and starts to see, the mother gives another kick to the baby. So the baby rolls and then tries to wobble and stand on its leg. And the mother again gives another kick. So the baby now realizes, if I don't do something about it, mother is going to keep kicking me, and this may lead to death also. So the baby, starts to wobble, stand, and starts to walk and starts to run because it wants to escape from that situation. So when the baby starts to run, the mother giraffe goes to the baby, and now it starts to kiss and it starts to make love and all those things. So this is because the baby's skin is so feeble and so supple now. It would attract the lions and the hyenas when the mother goes to find food for the baby and all those things. So the baby, here the lesson is, like, every time you fall, you get up even more stronger, right? So when you can get up even more stronger, there's something that you're learning out of it. So we have to take this lesson into our life also. So we just don't go through life, we actually grow through life. Every time we fall down, we want to get up even more stronger. So with this, we can easily convert our anxious state, like, what if I go wrong, what if I fail, all those statements into excitement as to, I'm doing something new and I'm so excited about it, right? So that's how you can change the language. But when it comes to depression, depression is something like if something goes wrong in your life and you hold on to it for a long time, it leads to depression. If you can sort it immediately, then the amount of effect it has on your brain, effect of I mean amount of effect it has on your mind is lesser. But the more you leave it to settle in your mind, the more you keep digging into it, the more you keep creating stories, and you get into depression. So as much as possible, we should try to uh, get rid of the stories which we carry for a long time. So at times a lot of things happen also. I wouldn't say that there's no negative thing happening, but even if something is happening, we want to see ways to get rid of it. And the best way to get rid of depression is to journal first. Open to just pour out everything that is there in your head into a book. Just journal everything over there. And another thing is definitely meditation is going to help you to declutter your mind. And one more thing is to take support. When you're not able to handle something, it is very important to take support and share with people you trust, right? So when you share with people you trust, you get to listen to their stories also. And being in this coaching industry, one important thing that I have realized is we are not alone. Like all the sufferings you're going through, it is not just I am going through, it is like everyone is going through their own sufferings. So when you share, you have an open mindedness to see how people are going through their situations, and it is an opportunity for us to get out of our situation. It is very easy for us to feel light within when we share things, and it is very easy to see that we are all on the same journey and it keeps happening. The only thing we have to do is keep it aside and focus on what we want to do. So I think depression, it needs to be shared and it needs to be addressed first.
Right, right. So rightly said, I think, Nimita. I think, to find the reason behind depression, you have to dig deeper in your thought process, like what you are thinking. If your thought process is not right, and you are thinking something which is not in your hands, and you are only focusing that you are telling a wrong story to your mind that this will happen, what will happen. So you are
Mm.
afraiding yourself again and again by saying the wrong stories. So that's why it's very important. Just first understand what is going in your mind, what's going in your mind, and you have to address that point. Ki, yes, you are not here to prove anyone, to not prove anyone, and you also need to just understand ki, everything will become easy by the time when you do certain things and you don't quit and you have a resilience mindset to go further in life. So that's
Yes.
where the clarity of thought can help, and like the mindset of taking every challenge head on is the thing that can help you to overcoming challenges and depression. So thank you so much, Niveta, for this. And my last question is to you is, what do you think if someone want to create an abundant life for themselves? They want abundance. So abundance means it's not about just abundance of money, na? So abundance means when you have abundance in your like you have abundance of wealth, abundance of relationship. Every part of your life should be balanced when you are talking about abundance, right? So if one person want to create an abundant life for them, so what are the suggestions that you can give for them?
Yeah, as you told rightly, I think it is important to be clear what abundance means to us, right? Say, one of my mentor, Peter Sage, he beautifully explains this concept. Children in Africa they wouldn't have had food for all the three times, okay, in a day. But when it starts raining, they would celebrate it they would celebrate it in a way that they feel that the entire universe is there to bless them. So when you see them, your heart gets overwhelmed, and it is just so amazing to see them how blessed they feel when that rain comes there. But it's when you look into children's in Dubai, um, they have the best comfort, and everything is the best. Everything is given to their best. These children are actually having uh, everything in comfort, and what happens is, like, even when they don't it is very easy for them to feel that scarcity when someone do like there is a lot of expectations there, and I don't know how to put this. Like, if they don't get a phone and a new phone on their birthday as a gift, they feel scarcity. They feel that scarcity. So it is a mindset. So abundance is actually in the mindset, I would say.
Okay.
So it is just so. So I just there's this beautiful quote that I want to just mention here. So wealth is nothing more than the perception of abundance. So when you see something as abundant, you feel wealthy from within. Similarly, poverty is nothing more than the perception of scarcity. So when you
Right.
perceive something as scarcity, there is poverty in your life. So it is just the mindset which is playing the role there. So to create that abundance, I think it is very important to shift the mindset first. So we
Right.
have to start focusing on what is great in our life, what is an abundance in our life. And then when we start focusing on that, we have to have that mindset. And there's this beautiful example again he gives, that if you want to have fire, you have to first go fetch the woods and then light it up to get the fire. You cannot get the fire and then do something else with that. So first you have to fetch the wood. So if you want to have abundance in your life, first you should have the mindset of abundance. So you can cultivate few habits like showing generosity, serving people, giving your time, money, your resources, your knowledge, and all these things. When you start sharing, you feel abundant from within. So when you start feeling abundant from within, it is so easy for you to attract a lot of abundance in your life. So I think it is a mindset which plays a role first. Yeah.
Yes, yes, definitely. I think very well you have explained the concept of abundance. Like abundance should be start with the mindset, right mindset. When you have abundance, when you have a like lack mentality in your mind, and you don't think in your mind that there is a lack in the world. Like there is abundance of things in the world. Like when we can see, there are a lot of trees are there, and mobile phones that we are using, there is n number of mobiles are there. Whatever resources we are now using, there are n number of we can see in our atmosphere. So when we think there is a lack in the world to for us, that's where we feel if we will do something for our earnings, for our wealth, and there is a lack in the world and we are not able to have that money in our life. So first we have to understand that we only need to work on our skill, our mindset, and we have to become so skillful. And when we help others with our skills, so there is no lack in the world that you will not have the abundance of money and relationship and connection. So this is the abundant word, but abundance start with the right mindset, with the abundance mindset. So very well defined. Thank you so much, Niveta, for that.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah.
So now, like like we have some comments in the comment section. So
Okay.
I'm just going to check that. So Isha Vignesh sir had told that, well said, Nivedha, changing our perspective helps anxiety to excited. Very well. Like, the concept of changing your perspective towards anxiety, and I think it is very helpful. And good point on depression. Yes. And positive discussed, sorry, very good point discussed today on mindset abundance, good example. So yes, I think this is all about, we talk about like abundance, success, and anxiety issues. So now we are going to end this live today, and let's see, we will plan next our live on similar kind of topics which help other people in their life. So thank you so much for your
Thank
time,
you so
and
much.
you have shared with the right stories. I think this is very helpful for everyone. And I'm also feeling the same thing, the things that you have shared with the story. It is now very clear to me. So thank you so much. Thank you, Vignesh, for joining this live. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So
Thank you
if
everyone for the kind support and help. Thank you so much. Yeah.
yeah, so Rima has just joined. So, we just now ending the live because it's going late. So we will definitely plan our next live, and there we will also have questions and answer sessions as well, so that people, if they have any questions, they can ask.
Sure.
Okay, Rebecca. Bye. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for everyone's time. Thank you. See you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye, Reza.